Hey, it's Lisa Shea and welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is a simple drugstore makeup look using affordable brushes and products. I'm starting out with my face already moisturized. This is important because it'll keep your skin moisturized and hydrated throughout the day so it does not get dry. Then I'm going in with the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer and applying that all over my face. This provides a nice adhesive base for the foundation to stick onto. I'm going into the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade W4 Natural Beige and applying that all over my face. Then using the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge, I'm going to blend that out. Then going in with the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer in the shade Light Medium, I'm going to apply this on the points of my face that I would like to highlight, such as under my eyes, my chin, Cupid's bow, down the center of my nose, and the center of my forehead. Then using the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge, I'm just going to blend all of that out. Then taking the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, I'm going to use my sponge to apply this under my eyes so that the concealer does not crease throughout the day. On a fluffy BH Cosmetics brush, I'm going into the Maybelline Matte and Poreless powder in the shade 130 Buff Beige and just setting the rest of my face with that. To bring color back to the face, I'm going into the Wet n Wild Large Stipple brush in the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronze, and just applying this in circular motions to the hollows of my cheeks and the tops of my forehead. This is going to allow the skin to look healthy and glowy. For contour, I'm using a BH Cosmetics 126 brush in these two shades in the e.l.f. Bronze Beauty Bronzer Palette, and I'm going to apply this to the hollows of my cheeks to give my cheekbones a more defined effect. I'm also applying this to the tops of my forehead just to give more color to the face. Going back into the large stipple brush, I'm just going to blend all these colors together so that there are no harsh lines. Then on a Wet n Wild powder brush, I'm going into the e.l.f. Cosmetics blush in the shade Mellow Mauve and applying this to my cheeks. Then I'm going back into the fluffy face brush and doing one final blend. On an e.l.f. small tapered brush, I'm going into the Essence Pure Nude highlight and applying that to the tops of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and my chin to bring light to the face and a glowy appearance to the skin. I then use my sponge just to blend out the highlight so there are no harsh lines. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going into this shade from the e.l.f. Bronzer Palette on a BH Cosmetics Fluffy Blending Brush and working this color into the crease using windshield wiper and circular motions. Just building it up until I get the intensity that I want. Using the same brush, I'm going into the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette and taking that brown crease shade and using this to deepen up the crease. I'm just using windshield wiper and circular motions going over top of the previous shade and intensifying the crease and making it more defined. Here I'm making sure that the edges of the two shadows are blended seamlessly so there are no harsh lines. Taking this cream shade on a BH Cosmetics flat shader brush, I'm using this to highlight under my brow bone and my inner corner. For the star of the show, I'm going in with the Loreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Amber Rush. I'm using this on my entire lid, applying it with my fingertips because I find that this allows the best color payoff possible with these shadows. I just can't get over how beautiful this color is. Like, if I die, I want to be buried in L'Oreal Amber Rush. Just a forewarning. Then I'm taking a BH Cosmetics eyeshadow brush and just blending out the color so there's no harsh lines. Here I'm going back into the cream color and just intensifying the inner corner. Using that blending brush, I'm going back into the brown crease shade from the Comfort Zone palette and using this to deepen up the crease. Then on a BH Cosmetics flat liner brush with that same brown shade, I'm using this color to line my lower lash line and give my eyes a more defined appearance. Using this definer shade on the same brush, I'm going to use this color to line my upper lash line so that my lashes look more full and my eyes look more defined. Here I'm using the spoolie side of the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette just to comb through my brows and put them in place. Then I'm filling in my brows using short, feather-like motions to mimic the appearance of brow hairs. And I like to carve out my brows a little bit just to make them more defined and fill in any sparse areas. Next, I'm going to set my brows using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper in the shade Medium to Dark. This just darkens up the brows a little bit and sets them in place so they don't move throughout the day. Next, I'm curling my lashes to prepare them for mascara. Next, I'm going to coat my top lashes using the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara to give my lashes a more lengthened effect. For a more volumized effect, I'm taking the Essence Lash Princess Mascara and applying a generous amount to my top and bottom lashes. For lips, I'm taking two Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks from the Buffs collection, and I'm taking the shade 930 Truffle Tease and then going over top of it with 920 Nude Lust. And that completes this simple drugstore makeup look. I will have all the products I used in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!